If you're a DJ that's used to playing around a 1 hour set, having to play a longer set from 4 to maybe even 8 hours may feel impossible, but it doesn't have to be. After implementing these next 3 tips, I promise you playing a longer set will come second nature. Now you may be wondering, why would I even want to play a set that long? And my number one reason has to be, it can lead to bigger and more lucrative gigs. Especially in the corporate and private event world, playing longer sets is pretty much mandatory, so learning how to manage how to play a set that long is key. So now that you've decided that you want to make a jump to longer gigs, what do you really need to know? Well, tip number 1 is make sure that you have enough music, especially with things like DJ record pools and streaming services available pretty much on all DJ platforms. It's really easy to collect enough music to make sure that you can last for however long your set time is. Now that you've gathered enough music and organized it enough to make sense for you and the gig that you're playing, the next thing you want to keep in mind is the flow of the night. Now what I mean by flow of the night is you can't start at a 10 and think you can carry that high energy level throughout the entire gig. It just doesn't work out that way. Now what you want to do is gradually build up the energy over the course of the evening, then have that high energy level at the peak point of the night and then taper it off slowly towards the end, and this will really help with planning out your set and making your song selections. Now to go a little bit more in depth on this is tip number 3 is something that I like to call the roller coaster technique. Now yes, I did just mention gradually building up the energy to the peak of the night, then tapering it off, but it doesn't have to go in those 2 straight lines. Think of it more like a roller coaster, where you'll have ups and downs throughout the evening, and those ups and downs can slowly go up in energy, hit the peak, and you'll keep them there, then slowly tapering it off, going up and down as well. Now this can be in tempo, this can be in energy level of the songs you're playing, this can be in how fast you're playing the tracks. It really depends on your style and what the crowd in front of you wants to hear. Now one thing that I like to do during the beginning of the night to build up the energy is playing a little bit slower. So that means letting songs play out a little bit longer, transitioning a little bit slower, and just building up the tempo and the energy as I go. Now I do this for 2 reasons. Number 1 being you don't want to burn through a whole bunch of music when you don't have to, when the crowd really isn't ready to party yet. And number 2 is this can really eat up a good chunk of time during your evening, during your gig, because you're letting songs play out longer and the crowd's kind of warming up to the night anyway, so it just makes more sense. Now as we're going up and down the roller coaster, these ups and downs can be ups and downs in tempo, ups and downs in energy, things like that. You know, hitting a really popular song that's hot right now, then going back down and hitting a classic sing-along song from 10, 15, 20 years ago. Just having that balance and yin and yang of going up and down over the course of the evening while still making it make sense to building up, hitting peak, and then tapering off can really just set the mood right and make your gig that much better. Now I promise you, if you keep these 3 tips in mind, if you're used to playing a shorter set, these longer gigs can become a breeze after you've mastered these 3 techniques. Now, if you want to know more info about what I think is the most important thing, which is organizing your music and having enough of it to get through a longer set, be sure to click on that video right there. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.